Hey guys, welcome back to the bench. Today, another installment, I'm going to call it, of the custom boutique blend series. What am I smoking today? I'm smoking another blend from Milan Tobacconists, and this one is called Sheik's Delight, and it is a delight. Here I have it right here. Like I said, once again, don't know why I'm not able to zoom in. Anybody knows anything about iPhones? It's too bright, so I hit the thing and I make the shot darker, but then I can't have it focus and stuff. Just saying, if you're an iPhone guru, I should probably ask my kids. I guarantee they know. I gotta check I'm nervous. I haven't charged my microphone a little bit, and I'm nervous this one is gonna bag on me. Hopefully it doesn't. So, on with it then, Noah. Like I said, today I'm smoking Sheik's Delight, and what am I smoking it out of? I am smoking it out of my Meerschaum, one of my favorite pipes. This is a pipe that never leaves my shop because I like to have it down here. It smokes great, it looks great, and I do not give a take, talk about a blend, unless it's going through my Meerschaum, pretty much. It's just the way it goes. Ooh, I heard a noise. I thought somebody was coming in. You watch, my daughter's going to come in this video. Sorry, just couldn't get that going on that light. What am I drinking today? I have an Evan Williams bourbon. Not super high class. I know there's a lot of super bourbon people out there, but this one's good enough for me, and I kind of like it. So, Milan Tobacconists, Sheik's Delight. I do want to say, if you're here and you're watching, I passed 600 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody. 2 thumbs up. Seriously, thanks. I can't believe that I have over 600 subscribers. I started this channel about 1.5 years ago just to play around and do some gardening gardening stuff, and made a video one day when it was pouring down rain, me smoking a pipe. I didn't realize at the time how big the ytpc was. Now I do, and thank you everybody for signing up. I do have people who watch just for the gardening, but more pipe smokers than gardeners. But if you're a pipe smoker and you don't garden, watch some of my gardening videos, and you should garden. Parsimonious Piper. Me and him were chatting a little bit. He was asking me about some of my garden beds because he's going to grow some stuff. He said he has some herbs and stuff going kind of hydroponically in his kitchen right now, I do believe. So that's awesome. That's how it starts. And that's how we all become a little more self-sustainable, self-sufficient, if you will. Looking at my thing. Finally got my monitor thing to work pretty good. Okay. Honestly, when I do not have the camera on and I'm not talking, my pipes never go out. Maybe my pipes have red light syndrome. If there's any musicians out there, they're going to know what red light syndrome is. All right, Milan Tobacconists. They are in Roanoke, Virginia. All their information will be in the bucket below. You can look them up online. They have a very awesome website, really easy to navigate. Most of these places don't only have blends, they also have pipes as well. Really cool about Milan, you can sample the bulk blends 1 ounce at a time as opposed to the minimum of 2, which most places have. Just gonna check it. I'm gonna be nervous the whole video. Sheik's Delight. This is listed as a Turkish pipe tobacco. Sheik's Delight is a mild to medium-bodied pipe tobacco that melds generous amounts of Virginia's, Latakia, and Perique with a touch of Burley, a whisper of Turkish, and a sprinkle of toasted black Cavendish. This silky smooth and complex blend is flavorful with tantalizing nutty sweetness. If you read that, you have to order some. You know you do. All right. Oh, and just for the record, we're warming up a little bit here. I planted some lettuce out. Check that video out. But it has been dumping the rain down, which just makes it. All right, Milan Tobacconists, Sheik's Delight. I always talk about, I give a pipe what I was drinking, whether my teeth were in or out. And that's usually just my first take on it. And I was thinking about it. I don't know why I give that information, because my notes span over, 1 day, 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on how long I've had the tobacco. And I do try to have at least 8 to 12 bowls of a blend before I make a video, because I don't think you should just have one bowl and then say whether it's great, bad, otherwise you like it or don't. You definitely need to smoke it through some different pipes, different situations, drinking some different accoutrements. So, I'm not even going to say what I was doing that first time when I wrote this down, but I will give you the tin note. It is, I didn't write a tin note down. Let's do that live. Oh. All right, I can't believe I didn't write that down. I do know I've been smoking this for a while, and I've been smoking this, yeah, a little over, probably 2 months. This has a little funky, it has a little funky cheesy note to it. And I know that sounds weird, but people out there don't know what I'm talking about. It really doesn't have a big Latakia smokiness that hits you. In fact, and I do like Latakia, I'm barely picking it up in here. When you're smoking it, you can definitely pick some up. But that funky cheesiness, little slight sweetness, a good tobacco flavor in it, and I think that's coming probably from some burleys in there. A little bit of sourness, but that funky cheesy, I don't know another way of saying that without, I don't know what else kind of goes. Anybody else know? Not funky, but cheesy smell. Excuse me. So paranoid. Okay, back to the book. The color, it's blacks, browns. I might start dropping the color out too, unless it's some crazy thing where it has a ton of deer tongue and it's super green. Because for the most parts, most blends are like dark browns and I have some blacks in it. If it says Cavendish in it, it's going to have some Cavendish in it. So I'm just thinking of streamlining some stuff. My gosh, we're up at 9 minutes already. I better get going. The moisture, it was really good. I did dry out the first couple bowls about 10 minutes, and then I stopped drying it out, and it didn't really seem to make much bit of a difference. Virginia Latakia, that's what I'm going to say from now on. Preek. So my first take on it, or my take on it when I first started smoking it, I said it was smoky, it was sour, and it was sweet all at the same time. When smoking it, it did have a great smoky spiciness to it. And that would be your Latakia and coming through and some Preek. But like I said, the tin note, I wasn't getting a bunch of smoke, something like Railroad Station, something that has a big lat palm like that. I said, it's a very nice blend. I said, I love the Latakia forwardness. Great big smoke. And I don't mean in the tin note, I mean in the flavor. I could pull it out for me. I said there was no bite. It was a cool smoke. I said it had a nice spice level, spice note from the Preek. I said it had a good aftertaste. And I do always talk about the aftertaste because to me that's a big thing. If you smoke a blend and while you're smoking it, that's okay, and you stop to go to the bathroom, answer the phone, do something like that, and it leaves that taste in your mouth, it's not a blend I want to dance with. I said, I can't wait to smoke more of this blend. I said I was getting a little bit of a sweet note on the retrohale, and I'm going to go with that's probably the Virginia sneaking it. Smoking out of my Meerschaum. I said, a very good English style. I said, it's more mild to medium in flavor. I said, it's nice and relaxing. I said, a very good aftertaste. And this does have a very good aftertaste. I said, smoke slow. The Virginias start to get a little hot. Nice spice. And I did notice that as the bowl goes down, excuse me, the Virginias do start to heat up a little bit. And if you smoke real fast, like I do sometimes, they'll start to bite you just a little bit. So just keep your cadence down. It's more enjoyable when you're sipping on it anyways. On my notes, I started just basically smoking it out of my Meerschaum. I said I enjoy this blend more out of my Meerschaum than others. I said it's a very enjoyable blend. I said I need to have this blend out on the lake while fishing. And a lot of the other notes about the same. I do skip around on my notes. But that is the truth. This to me reminds me of a good outdoorsy blend. Something maybe, early in the morning when you're setting up to go fishing. You've already been up for a couple hours getting everything together and ready. This blend right here would shine through out on the lake, in the boat, even on the shore, getting your rods ready. The morning dews coming up off of the lake, something like that. This blend would really, really stand out to me. But I've had several blends from Milan Tobacconists. All the blends I will say from them come top notch. It's great quality tobacco. This also has a really good tobacco flavor to it. It's not covered up by anything. If you're newer to the pipe smoking community, this is definitely a blend. There's no toppings, no casings. I've had some questions about that, and there's nothing like that's going on. This has a good, true, mild to medium English flavor to it. I do like a little bit more bold, but this is definitely a blend that smooths in. It sits there with you. You're having a coffee, having a bourbon, having a ice water. It's really good, and I think would be really great out in the field when you're fishing, which hopefully it's going to warm up and we'll get back to the lake this year and we can do some fishing and maybe have a little bit of this. Have to try it out of a cob because I'm not taking my Meerschaum in a boat. Not going to happen. But from the bench today, I'm going to give it 3 matchsticks. I don't give it like that. 3 matchsticks, German style. And I say that because it is a great blend. Don't get me wrong. It ticks all the boxes as a quality, good flavor and everything. Nothing's jumping out. It's a good everyday smoke. And that's why I'm not going higher on my rating. But this is definitely a blend that I wouldn't mind having a couple ounces of it on the shelf. Something I'm going to rotate into when I'm in that English mood. Maybe earlier in the day where I don't want something as heavy as, say, Railroad Station or one of the big Balkan blends. But it's going great out of the Meerschaum. I don't know why, but this Meerschaum is killing it with the English and Balkan blends. It's absolutely wonderful. Well, hey, from the bench, I'm Noah. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.